Hello and welcome to the You Love to See YouTube channel. My name is Jake, and this is the next episode of my 2024 player projection series where I go over everyone who's projected to be on the 26-man roster, look at their 2023 stats, look at their projections per zips for 2024, and we talk about it. Before I get into it, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. I appreciate it very much and it helps me out. And you can leave a like on the video as well. And if you don't know, before getting into it, what Zips is, it's a software made by Dan Szymborski where it takes players' underlying metrics and predicts their future successes based off of that. What those metrics are, I don't know. I'm not that smart. But today's episode, we're going to talk about Big Dumper, the Drought Ender, the cornerstone of our core, our starting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
He's not very tough to pitch to when you execute your pitches. I know he's done damage against us, and when you execute your pitches, you usually get the job done.
And Raleigh's done it again. That is his fourth home run of the season against the Blue Jays. Cal tees up to the monster. Cal's throw.
Cal had a pretty good 2023, especially compared to other catchers in the league. The second half of 2023 was pretty rough for Cal, especially when Tom Murphy went down injured, because at that point he had to pick up a lot of slack. He had to play in pretty much every game, and you could tell dude was getting beat up behind the plate. It felt like there was a foul ball coming off of him twice a game. But he still had some of the best power when it comes to the catcher position in the league. In the second half, he kind of had a resurgence of throwing out a lot of batters, which was really fun to watch. But Cal Raleigh's 2023 ended up shaking out at 569 plate appearances, a slash line of 232, 306, and 762 for a 111 WRC+, a 4.7 FWAR, and 30 home runs. Now, of course, the batting average and the on-base percentage are a bit lower than you would like. Cal is kind of known for that at this point. He's known as more of a power guy, so it makes sense that his those numbers are lower. His WRC+ said he's basically a league average bat. However, he definitely had more home runs than league average with 30. And for 4.7 FWAR for a catcher, I will take it because catcher is a really difficult position to play, especially at a high level. So I'm happy with that, to be honest with you. As far as backup catchers go, Tom Murphy's gone. We now brought on Seby Zavala from the Arizona Diamondbacks in the Eugenio Suarez trade. So hopefully Seby can give Cal a pretty decent amount of days off. Seby's a good defensive catcher. He's not a great offensive catcher, so he definitely will be playing minimally, probably only once or twice a week. But Cal really just needs a break weekly, so I will take what we can get on that front. Another thing to note for 2023 is that he was really one of the only real power hitters that we had in the whole lineup. Gino and Ty France had down years when it comes to power production. And this year we have Mitch Garver and Jorge Polanco, people who can produce those dingers when we need them. But how does Zips project Cal Raleigh will perform in 2024? It says he's going to have 508 plate appearances, a slash line of 231, 299, 758, for 109 WRC+, a 3.7 FWAR, and 25 home runs. And in the catcher category, those projections would put him at 11th in projected WRC+, and 4th in projected FWAR. He would be tied for first in projected home runs with Salvador Perez of the Kansas City Royals. So really only a slight dip in batting average by 0.001. Very much the same slash line pretty much, and just slightly below league average as a hitter. We are losing a game of FWAR. That's probably because he is going to actually get some considerable amount of time off that he wasn't getting in the second half of last year, and 5 less home runs, which, you know, if he fluctuates between 25 to 35 home runs, I mean, I'll kind of be happy with that regardless. So I wouldn't really even call this a regression. This pretty much just says Cal is going to be the same hitter that we already have seen from last year. And I think that's probably going to be accurate. I don't see how Cal would make some huge strides in any regard. He's going to be the high slug guy. He's not going to be the high batting average guy. But I'm glad that he should have a pretty reliable backup in Seby Zavala that can give him those days off to keep him healthy. We know that Cal's been dealing with a thumb issue for the better part of 2 years now. So hopefully those days off can help him out a lot, maybe help production a bit more. I wouldn't be surprised if he did a little bit over these numbers, which, you know, even with the projected stats, I'm kind of fine with that at the catcher position. But if he stays healthy, I could see him leading the league in catchers in FWAR. I to think he has what it takes to do so. That's going to be it for this episode of the 2024 Player Projection Series. Once again, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It helps out the channel and video a lot. And I want you to comment down below. How do you think Cal Raleigh is going to perform in 2024? That's going to be it for me this time, and I will see you later.